Okay, so after a lot of waiting, the LunaTik has finally arrived, and we're going to spend just a couple of minutes and set it up and put our Nano in it here. I've seen a lot of comments about the band smelling and catching dust really easily, which I think is because it's really high-grade silicone, and it's not as dry as some other bands, but we'll see how that goes as we wear it, and there might be a way to clean some of the dust off. But anyway, we'll go ahead and kind of walk through the process of opening it here. You have to take the screws out. There are two small screws that hold the unit together. There's one. They're very, very tiny. You actually get these two hex wrenches included with the kit. I'll put this inside here. Get the other side finished there. Alright, almost out. There we go. And we should now just be able to pull apart the LunaTik. I think. There we go. You have to be a little bit careful because you don't want the bolts to fall out the bottom side. So just kind of leave it standing like that. We'll take out the dummy filler thing here. Very nice with the little sticker of the Nano display. Now I'm going to use the orientation. I mean, you have to be careful when you put your Nano in. Be careful where your buttons are, because if you want to use your right hand to check the time or your left hand, I'm going to put it so that the headphone jack faces up for two reasons. One, I use my right index finger to check the time, and two, because if I happen to want to use headphones, I can run them from my sleeve straight down in, and it'll fit just really nicely. So we're going to do it that way. So we're going to drop in the red Nano into the case. We'll slide the case back on here. On the other side. Okay, now that's a really, really nice fit. That is just beautiful in terms of the way it's put together. One of the things that it says right on this little card that you get with the LunaTik unit is be careful not to over tighten the screws. I've seen some other comments about people that have already gotten theirs and they've broken the screws because they've over tightened it, which also will affect the alignment. So you just kind of need to be careful and don't get crazy with it. You just need to do enough to keep it together. So that's not going in there. So we're gonna get the other wrench here and we'll pick it up, poke that in there so it has some something to go back against. Now we should be able to just put that right in there, I think. Hope. I see. We've lost a little bit of alignment here. So there we go. That's our problem. It does take maybe just a little bit of dexterity to pull this off. Now I'm going to pop that out there so we can get that screw all the way in. We'll try this one more time. Kind of fit that on the end of this. Sorry for going in and out of frame so much, but I'm working in a small space so I can keep everything in frame here. But there we go. Now I think it's got some traction on it there, and we should come to a stop here pretty quick. Yeah. A couple more turns. screws. These are super fine thread. Okay, there. Now it's pretty much just finger tight. I'm not going to go any more than that. All right, so there's one side. So I'm going to do the same thing here. We'll poke this up inside. So we've got that seated now. We'll drop in this little screw. I don't know if you can see. It's really dark inside there. But the hole for that, I mean, that's the screw that goes inside the bolt on the other side. So it's just a really, really small thread. And that's why it's so difficult to get it back in there like that, because it's just a super, super small, super fine thread. Alright, so I think we're almost done here. We're hooked in there. We'll just get it tightened up, and I think we'll be in decent shape. Alright, let's start it to torque a little bit, so just give it just a little bit more, just so we're not going to come undone. I don't want the screws to be flying out while I'm doing something. And give this just one more little check. And give this glass a quick wipe here. So I'm really happy. I got the red version, which is the serial numbered version, and you can't see the serial number now because the Nano is already in here. So oops. But I really, really think it's beautiful. It's the exact same color as the Nano. And hey, look, my screen orientation's even right, because I got, just because it turned out that way. So there it is, the iPod Nano 6th generation in the LunaTik custom watch case. So we'll try and fit this here. I think where the post is going to be okay. Let's see here real quick if I can do this somewhat gracefully or not. Probably not is going to be the case. So go out of frame and we'll try it real quick. I don't want to scratch it on the tabletop. And there we go. One more notch probably. Yeah. And I think that's going to be just perfect. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be upside down for you because of the angle that, I guess I can move the camera. Yeah, we'll swap sides. And now you can see the screen's off. So just one push. And there's our time. iPod Nano as a wristwatch. Just like Steve Jobs said. Fantastic. See ya. LunaTik from Minimal Design. I also, because of the backer level I had, I also got the TikTok, which I'll do another video about later. So these are going to be in Apple stores really soon, so check it out. It's really cool. See ya!